Like the win condition on the TA and CTM on the NP, for me, it gives me enough confidence in OB Neon's draft and what they want to do. If Krish is allowed to rip right through him, you could get caught off guard and just kind of melt.
Oh, the side blades, you've got to be careful. There's another. He needs to get away, but that range creep could be the death of him if he's not too careful. But no, Yopaj, he's being sneaky. He wants to try for this. The CTM is TPing in. Krish gets the sprout off, and he's dead. First blood will go the way of Yopaj. He just continues clapping away. It's not going to be hard to duel up the Snapfire or the Lina or the Luna for that matter and just kind of burst them down. True now. On low.
Januel.
Run right into him. Januel's going to die in the mid lane, it seems like. However, they've still got Ponlo here on the Abaddon. Still Shanks is the one being chased now. Drew, lose some beam. Not going to have the vision. Shanks going to keep running the other way. Drew, can he get the vision? He'll try. Meanwhile, Ponlo will drop to Enryu, and now the press the attack is going to make it so Shanks does get out.
Just a lot of back and forth trades. Trading supports in the end. Don't think you mind that too much. That was the first Laguna from Krish to get the kill on Januel. And the Lina getting the kill does feel a little bit better, as it was important. But Drew?
Oh, CTM. He takes down Drew. You've always got to watch this man. You never know when he's coming.
Yeah, it's just a run and gun with a Prophet here. While that happens, bot, they're clumping up mid. They've got a good surround. Januel's got the angle for Krish, but they're jumping someone else first.
They'll go after Ponlo for a bit, but they do force the rotation in from Drew. They might be able to pick up Shanks, but Yopaj, he's going to turn around, back on a Ponlo, and almost burst him down, but the Aphotic Shield is there, and now the Laguna. Fires though Yopaj, he's still alive. If you're going to kill him, you've got to make sure he's dead, as now Krish gets caught out with the Jewel, and OB Neon, they're going to start running them down. Ponlo, he'll hide, but no, the Courier, it gives the vision. Henry will happily take his life for the Courier going down. And it wasn't even his Courier, it was Januel's.
Oh yeah, that was great from Neon. Like, they held on Yopaj, just knowing the limits with his stick charges and the fairy fire. They do spot out the jungle stacks, but they're not able to clear just yet. And oh, Januel.
Nice Burrow Strike, KYXY in there in time, and Januel is gonna die. Yopaj still going after Krish on this Lina, has the refraction, misses the light strike array. Earth Spike is there as well from Shanks. They should have another burrow soon, but they've got no mana for it. Still Yopaj is dropping low, but they need more stuns out, and now they might be able to get it, but the press the attack is there, and KYXY will get it done, as now Enryu going to be chased down, but the cookie is not going to land, but they'll get the light strike array, and that's going to be more than enough. Team D contribute 5 heroes into the mid lane to make sure they get these core kills. And he is top the net worth board along with Yopaj. So now if you're Scam, you're more than ready to go. If you find anyone alone on the map, you know he's TPing in. Roll, here we go. They might take advantage right now, but the kick is not going to connect from Januel. Now the kisses are out. A great light strike array, Krish. He catches both of them. OB Neon, they wanted to defend the tier 1, but they're going to have to let it go down.
Decent enough vision on the map. I say that, but they only have 1 obs right now in the Roche pit, so semi-blind here for Neon. We'll have to see who they catch out.
Krish would be a great target. He does have friends around though, so it might be a little bit more challenging, but no, they see him, they'll go straight for the Jewel. Roll in, Ponlo gonna try and save the day, but the melt strike and the finger is there. That's gonna be more than enough, as now they'll go for even more. Sideblades bouncing around everywhere. There's your Magnetize. KYXY, he's gonna survive. The Sandstorm makes it so he evades an attack, and they get CTM. Still, they'll lose Ponlo in the end, but in the end, it seems very worthwhile to kill off the Prophet. A 2-for-2 trade. But OB Neon, they are still going to apply the pressure through that mid lane, trying to secure that mid tier 1 tower. But now KYXY going to move back in with a burrow out in the Sandstorm onto Yopaj, but he's going to turn back around. He misses the uphill nod strike though, and now the epicenter's there. He's in trouble. Kisses around. He will go down onto Enryu now, the last one left, and they even commit the Eclipse. Though all of them apparently hit the neutral camp, so Drew couldn't get the kill, but it doesn't matter.
The scan is there, but just a bit too late.
Certainly is a bit too late here. First Roshan of the game will be the way of Team D.
And they are smoked around looking for a kill.
But they are. OB Neon, they're going to hang around in that triangle though, of the Radiant side. Mid lane, Enryu looking to move in. Jewel is out. They've caught the Lina. He's not that not really that squishy either. He's going to survive. Burrow strikes in. They've got the stuns out. They have saved Krish for now. KYXY, he's going to drop, and Krish eventually does go down as Yopaj. He gets a double, and Ponlo, he's just going to have to TP out on the Abaddon. A 3-for-0 trade in the end.
It still needs to be KYXY to set up the space. His burst strike also got him caught in the chain stunts afterwards and just kind of broke off their counter initiation. So Neon still staying around though.
There they are. Traps out. Going to slow everyone up. And now a big silence there from Genuel as it looks like Destrus is just going to melt onto the Sand King. They will get KYXY. They find another 2. And, well, they might even find more. Drew's come in. They want to try and force another team fight. I'm not sure about this, though. Roll away. They'll go after Ponlo instead and try to pop the borrowed time. They'll get it. Sprout up from CTM as well. And the body blocks are there with the treants. They'll give even more away. As now they'll have a look for Drew, and they found him. The trap does connect. Genuel will roll right in onto the Luna. BKB there, but it's not going to matter because you've got the jewel out and they'll get the Aegis. Can they get him a second time? Sprout is there. Spike does connect, but it looks like they're going to be more than happy with the set of events that have occurred.
We have to see Team D take the active role here. They've been playing on the back foot. They've been the ones being jumped in. They need to be the ones on the hunt. But look at Neon. Just smoke after smoke. They're going again.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the jewel off cooldown again. You just go right in onto Drew, who doesn't have the Aegis and is going to die. And look, they go right for more. Destrus is not going to get slowed up. He does avoid the boulder smash.
Maybe if you catch Yopaj first before he pops the BKB, burn through the refraction and go from there, it starts to feel a lot better. But again, the only way that happens is if they get the initiation first. They are smoked up here though.
They are. Smoke is there. Who do they want to target? It's going to be CTM on that Prophet, but press the attack with the shards up. He's going to turn around now. KYXY just melts. Drew, he gets jeweled up, but he actually ends up going down. They had the damage this time around as Yopaj. He'll BKB TP away, and Genuel will drop to boot. So a 3-for-1 trade definitely in the favor of OB Neon. Looks like the side of Team D, they are going to just TP back and respond to this. So fight never really breaks out. Team D, they don't get the tier 2 tower, but they might try to force a Roshan. In fact, they found Ponlo. Ponlo just chilling out in the Roshan pit, gonna get kicked back into the pit, and now the jewel's out. They are a bit early with the jewel, but it won't matter. They have plenty of damage, and it's perfect timing.
If he finds the angle for that burrow strike, could be devastating. Neon has to play fairly safe. They don't fully commit yet. They know it's a risk, and they're just gonna have to play a bit back and forth here.
They'll still go for the fight though, I think. CTM, he's going right onto the high ground, onto the cliff himself. I'm not sure if that's where he really wants to be because there's a ward there, but he does get the D ward off. Drew's still going to get to work, and CTM, he's forced to BKB TP out. Meanwhile, Yopaj, he's just gotten to work. He found Krish on his own. KYXY, they're going to have the burrow, but there's your press the attack, and now KYXY, he'll try for the epicenter. Meanwhile, Drew, he does get the Eclipse off and does kill off CTM. But the Eclipse is about to wear off, and they'll go straight in for a jewel. And they'll get him. Drew to go down. KYXY still alive, but there's another sentry, and that'll get the job done. And in the end, it is still a favorable trade for OB Neon as they can go right back into that Roshan pit.
Just have all that utility coming through to press the attack, or they could give it to Yopaj. I guess the silence on traps is pretty big as well if he wants it. He does have the Daedalus up on that Luna. It just doesn't feel like it compares all too well to the TA right now.
Certainly doesn't, John. Yopaj, Ponlo gonna get caught. Silences are there. They want Destrus first, but he's gonna be fine as KYXY now is in with the burrow strike. Genuel gets blown up, and OB Neon, they're gonna have to back. Yopaj been left behind. Refraction charges. He'll pop the BKB and he'll try to fight this one out. Drew is pretty tanky though with that Crimson Guard from KYXY. And he's going to be able to survive as now Enryu is going to be targeted. Another burrow strike, but where's your detection? They don't have any. But he will blink and reveal himself, and that'll help out a bit. And they will eventually still get the kill in the end.
Yeah, they had to work for it a little bit more. They do manage to force Yopaj to waste the BKB charge. He's down to 6 seconds. And OB Neon, I think they want to wait for the respawn on the LC. They do need that duel for control. Yopaj is still lined up to catch someone off guard here, though.
But he is. Yopaj, he just cleans up Ponlo on the backside. KYXY, Hex is there. Shanks still burning out. Genuel gonna roll right through. They do get the stun off. Drew, meanwhile, trying to fight CTM, but he needs to back the hell out of there. The right-click damage is way too high, and they do get the Luna into Krish now. They'd love the Lena to boot, and look at that. CTM gonna TP right in front, and there's a nice melt strike from Yopaj. 4 down.
They're going to go for the high ground already.
Gee, that's
just
a lot of damage.
Top. It just doesn't hold for long. The physical output with the Deso on TA, with the Nature's propped around, with the AC, it's just too much.
Rainbow's just flying out everywhere. They might go for Megas, John. I mean, the bot tier 3 is open to take, but meanwhile, CTM, Daedalus up. In case it wasn't enough damage, he's got a bit more now, and they'll go for a big smoke up.
Yeah, it's so hard to fight into Neon right now. Like, they've just got way too much output.
Oh,
have to be careful.
They can't lose Drew. They cannot lose Drew. Jewel is there though. Can they blow him up in time? The Crimson, it's not going to be enough. They've got the finger. They've got another double stun out thanks to Shanks. A double Earth Spike. Krish, he's just stuck in the trees right now. He might just die to Yopaj again, and it looks like he will. A godlike spree for Yopaj is now Drew. He has brought back with the Eclipse out, but he gets nothing as Yopaj is back in now. Right after the Eclipse Destress is going to die. The Sideblade's taking half of Ponlo's HP. As they just go right in. A triple kill for Yopaj as Drew is just trying to get back home. Just take me back home, he says.
It's near impossible to defend. No spells left. Respawns aren't too long. That one kills me every single time. The GG is called from Team D. And OB Neon, they take it in very convincing form, I want to say. They get these comfort picks out on Yopaj, on CTM. Team D, they didn't ban out the Nature's Prophet. In down the line, the first phase, and I kind of understand the TA sliding treaty. I think Neon did come out with a stronger draft, though. They've got the counters to that Face's Void. They've got the fast pace. They've got the CTM Nature's Prophet, which speaks for itself.
Walking up to the Water Rune, it gets denied right in his face. That's the rotation there from our Enchantress Shanks. And speaking of Shanks, he's going to come back to the top lane where they have to be very wary of chasing Enryu because now the Enchantress is back, and Drew, he might just be dead. They are trying to switch targets here. Drew, he's going to time walk away. Impetus, Shanks, oh, he's got the Hawk. The Hawk already there, just waiting for Drew.
The recovery in jungle is just all blocked. I don't know how Drew is going to find that farm when 2 of his camps on that top jungle is already just prevented from even just spawning. Ponlo, he needs to get some work done there.
Very aggressive rotation here from Yopaj down to the bot lane, but it might just work. So CTM, he's going to lose his courier, but it won't matter. They get KYXY, who was dominating the bot lane, and now top lane, Ponlo ends up dropping as well as Shanks does secure the kill. And
he is smoked up for the bot lane. Like, if they get a good wrap here, they could easily just look to jump KYXY again.
Yeah, I mean, why the hell not? Like, KYXY, he's still top of the CS board. He's having a great time. But Yopaj is here. Once again, EMP out, Impel connects, and they are just torturing this axe. How dare you take out CTM's Treants?
Yeah, they're just ensuring that the big flash farmer is not going to have it. They are diving Enryu up top, though.
Yeah, nice little response here from from Team D to be able to pick up Enryu, but Ponlo gets taken down by Shanks. And now more impetuses flying out. Drew, he's just got to run. It's not been a good time for him. He's just about 500 gold behind in net worth to CTM, and he needs a way to catch up, and this might be the only way. Though I say that, Tornado's there, Genuel, Impel gonna land, EMP gonna burn all his mana, and Drew's not going anywhere. The EMP and the mana burn of Genuel, it's burning everyone 100% of their mana. Gonna land on KYXY, but they wanted Krish. And you can see Team D, they're huddled in that mid lane, trying to make sure this Lina not gonna die. Spy Carapace though, EMP, Impel's gonna be off the mark. So at least Krish this time, he's gonna lose a lot of mana, but it won't. Oh, he will get a kill. Yopaj gives Genuel the tip. Even Yopaj was like, yeah, you know, that was a pretty bad move. You know, I can't help. I gotta tip you for that. Ponlo immediately upon seeing the Beastmaster does back. However, from the other side, he is being pincered in. He seems to know something is awry here. He knows he's in danger. But Genuel is going to get nice and close. Enryu gets the Hawk out, and Ponlo, we're going to have some fried chicken tonight, it looks like. Gets stunned up. Do they have the follow-up? The EMP, the roar, they make it happen. Krish is rotated, but CTM will do the same, and Krish has fed his own life away. Even commits the Laguna. Oh, that's a nice call. KYXY, he got 3 heroes. Genuel drops. The Chrono is there. Do you have the damage, though? They're trying onto CTM, but the Tornado's out. They will dunk on him, and they do get a nice pickup. Still Drew now. Needs to back off. Will make it as another call is there from KYXY, and he'll dunk on another. They'll pick up Shanks, and they make the team fight work. Yapage sticks around, Spirit Vessel out, EMP to burn all the mana of KYXY, but Ponlo will get in with the Sun Ray. KYXY is actually dropping quite low now on Ponlo. He may have overextended. He'll pop the egg. They aren't actually going to be able to burst it down. Or maybe they can, Enryu. He'll just take care of it himself. Yapage is still alive, meanwhile. It's now KYXY. He's been cold snapped and vesseled, and now the stun is there from the enchanted creep. KYXY is going to drop. They do at least get Enryu, but they've lost Destrus to boot. And it's classic OB Neon. If they respawn fast enough, they will be there to continue the fight. The fight's not really over until OB Neon says it's over.
Nah, they just don't relent, and they're a bit of a mistake with that Earth Spike a while ago. They did not catch your punch. That's how they turned. And Krish?
Yeah, Krish, he's just trying to farm done. He's just trying to get some space. But there is no space, not when the idol's in the game. 6-0-3 on the Invoker.
Man, just a perfect run for Yopaj. Gets a reset with his regen.
Oh, the Orchid's
diving.
Yeah, Nature's Wrath. It's not going to even land on Drew, but instead, look who they found. It's just Chaos now. Destrus is going to die. KYXY just blinks away. And Drew?
Why?
I think a bit of miscommunication. KYXY, he just blinked out. And Drew just kind of went back in.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're just being such massive headaches here on Neon side. And CTM's at the point where he just shows up in lane, gets a push going. Nothing to stop it from Team D. They're even being cut off by Johnny Will. He just spots all of them.
Hawk, he's going to cancel the TP. Meanwhile, yeah, Genuel, he has spotted all of them. Tornado's going to be there, but he is going to get dunked on.
Yeah, it's massive. They've just managed to secure that space, and it's just down to the farming issue for Team D. You have the Maelstrom up on Drew. The Chrono's there.
It is there indeed. Destrus has the finger up. Do they have the damage? I think they will this time. They won't even need to pop the finger. That's a lot of gold to go the way of Drew. So that was a wicked 6 streak. So do you legitimately listen to throat singing, John?
Yes.
Wow.
They're not Mongolian. My bad. They're Tuvan. And I think Tuvan is like a part of Russia. Hunhurtu. I think my favorite song is... I'm going to have to look it up, but... Odugen Taiga is really good. Yeah.
Wow.
It's great. Great stuff.
You surprise me every day, John. You really do. Triangle. Oh, they found a big target again. They've got Krish. Sunstrike's there. They don't even need it. Shanks will take the kill. Onto Ponlo. They're just running them down. Impetus. This one's going to hurt. Tornado. Oh, it's going to be short. You're going to be really nice as well, John. If Shanks got an enchanted quiver, if the game lasts long enough. It's KYXY. He's been called out. Yapage, CTM is going to come in. They've got the Orchid. They've got the Impel. And this is just getting painful to watch.
I think that's a dominated creep, though.
Oh, it's a dominated.
It is fairly tanky, yeah.
No,
like, it gets 25 attack more. It's still alright.
No, it's just not as good, John. Genuel, Earth Spike's there. They've got the Nyx Assassin. Laguna, they'll blow him up immediately. TP's in. 5 heroes in the mid lane again from Team D, but they're still going to lose that mid tier 2.
And they're still trying to farm the paltry camps they have left over. They have Chrono up. Maybe if they catch Yopaj again, it'll start to feel good here.
Perhaps. Problem is, oh, Destrus, he's going to be the one to blink in. They'll drop the egg. KYXY commits the call. Drew, do you want to commit Chrono? Not quite. They will just continue chasing the Beastmaster down, and they do get the dunk. But now Drew, he's been orchided, and he's just going to die. You've got to run the hell away, Team D, because they are on the chase. Don't turn around. It's not safe here. Ponlo loses half his HP in 1 impetus, just with that little Icarus dive.
We have not seen the combinations, Mike. Like, this is something with a Void Phoenix that really drives me nuts. They just can't get the Egg Chrono off, eh?
Oh, Krish has been caught. He's trying to farm where he can, but there's just nowhere safe. And now the Sprout, CTM, he's on target. He's got the Deso with the Orchid, and he just rips through Destrus. Team D, see if Drew can get the big Chrono off. Walked a long way around. Scan is out. They'll catch Shanks with that. Destrus, he'll blink in. Hex is there. It's not really the target they would have enjoyed, and it's not going to be a fast process as he's still alive. Jeez. Shanks, he's walking out of there. Call is out. KYXY, Laguna committed. They finally get him, and now Genuel could be in danger as well, but here comes Enryu. A roar out onto KYXY. They at least trade supports. Ponlo's dying to these units. He can't even get out. He's going to egg for this. And he might just survive because nobody's there to hit it. KYXY can't get the call. Yapaj, he's around. Does he want to join the fray? He's right underneath an observer ward right now, so maybe they can commit the chrono. Meanwhile, CTM, he'll come in for the Phoenix. They're just killing them off one by one. He finds another now. KYXY, he's not safe either. Meanwhile, Yapaj, he's going to go on to Drew. TP, Genuel, he won't have a stun. Once he does have that Manta shards, and well, he does have the Manta, he just needs the shards up.
Radiant are scanning.
Krish, I mean, he's had a very rough time, but he has now queued up the Daedalus, so...
Drew.
Oh, they jump in. Again, Shanks is a really tough target, and now the Impel's there. The Cataclysm flies in, and they are just gone. Call is there from KYXY. They drop the egg. They might get Yapaj, but they'll lose the egg immediately. Ponlo's dead as well, and KYXY, he's going to try and run, but it's no good. It just happens so fast.
So Drew just can't commit anything. He can't commit chrono, they can't drop egg, and now their high ground's open. Like, the NP's alive, so he can just get the damage off here.
Oh, Genuel, Spike Carapace, a very quick reaction with the blink in. Now the BKB from CTM on the Earth Spike. Yapaj will give Genuel the tip this time for a positive play. He redeems himself.
Probably can't do it on
John.
screen.
I'll take your advice.
Well, you could try, yeah. You probably will get DMCA strike at some point, as the smokes are out here, Mike.
Well, I'm used to that, John. Smoke out for the side of Team D. They've got the high ground. Yapaj gonna run in. Enryu right onto Ponlo. Cataclysm there. Drew gonna get a nice chrono off. Or what? It's an okay chrono. No. It's on two supports and a big call out from KYXY, but is it gonna matter? Well, probably not. They have bursted down Shanks, but Krish is gone. Destrus is gone. They have killed CTM though. So maybe this is going to be it for the team fight of OB Neon, or who am I kidding? Yapaj is back in after Drew. An egg is going to be dropped by Ponlo. They're going to try, but the buyback's there from CTM now into the backside. They've got KYXY. Drew's trying to run. It's looking no good for him, though. He is going to time walk and just barely make it out. And now they're going to try and turn. Maybe a dieback on CTM. He's been caught by the call, the Manta Illusions. They do get him down. All right, this could be the turnaround the Team D needed. We'll see if they can somehow capitalize off this.
Yeah, Roshan's up. Probably the best play for Team D to make. And Skem's down for 140, a minute 40, so it's going to be a long time for him. If they do catch some heroes here, though.
Oh, KYXY. I believe he also just bought back, if I'm not incorrect in saying so. And yeah, that is the case. They do get Genuel. Yapaj's not going to be able to finish the kill. Instead, now Shanks comes in. They'll go after Krish. I mean, he is a bigger target anyway. So why the hell not?
No buyback. That's a bigger buyback on the Lina. And they do spot Genuel TPing in. Maybe they could bully off this Nyx.
They've got a Cataclysm. Pretty sure. Yapaj, Tornado, gonna land. Genuel just needs the Impel. Does get it. Yapaj is there. Cataclysm out. And it's gonna be enough. What's that, John? What's that?
Just so quick. He doesn't even need help. It's just all CTM. So they're gonna get the ag shard up.
Doesn't need an attack animation either, apparently.
I guess you could give it to CTM, but, you know, he wants the silence on him. Shanks wants to have some utility. As it did give the action to it did go to Enryu, so he's got the Hawk dive bomb and dive in.
Onto Ponlo, where's your backup? They do get the Hex out, but they needed that roar, I think. EMP there, Cold Snap. Oh, it cancels the dive, and now the roar comes out. Ponlo's gonna drop. Destrus is just getting annihilated by our Enchantress Shanks. KYXY just can't help, and CTM, he just deletes Krish.
I think it really is just a bit of a lineup correction. Again, communication correction. They shake off that new player feeling when they swapped out for Tim's. Shanks is integrated so much better. They are still fighting here.
I mean, they're trying. They're trying to buy some time. This is their last-ditch effort, but the Ancient is exposed. GG Call is eventually going to come out. Ponlo, he's going to have to tap out of this close qualifier. As KYXY, he'll die one more time before the game is over. And of course, OB Neon will be the ones qualifying through to the Loopbet Pro Series Season 7. And KYXY, he gives his credit. Neon too good.